Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bharat24 by 7 Father Son Duo. I am Kashyap Parik, and
I am Naksh Kashyap Parik.
this time we are going to present to you certain facts and analyze how our current NCERT education policy released in 2022 is going. We went through the entire policy and we found that a lot of things in our education system are changing. The question comes as, are we trying to hide anything or we are trying to rewrite? So we thought of picking up the entire discussion with 4 major points. The first point being, a lot of details about Mughal Empire is being scrapped and removed. Now, as far as Mughal Empire is concerned, I think you are aware of a lot of things. Who was the last Mughal emperor?
Bahadur Shah Safar.
Lovely. And who was the person who constructed Taj Mahal?
Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan.
Lovely. Even more important, Red Fort. Who made Red Fort?
Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan.
Lovely. Our Prime Minister, right from the first till now, even Shri Narendra Modi, gives lecture on 15th of August, our Independence Day, from Red Fort. But this Red Fort, which is a UNESCO heritage building, was a gift to our heritage by a Mughal emperor. They may be good, they may be bad. Let history talk about them, but we need to mention them in history. We cannot remove them. The fact is they were, and we cannot just delete them. Just by removing a few things, can we negate that Red Fort is still a prime monument from where we announce a lot of things every year? Certain other changes, like there is a mention about Maharana Pratap. Let me tell you, I am a fan of this great warrior, the Rajput king, the bravest of all. And no simple ode can ever complete the lovely achievement that he has done. But the fact remains is, he did not win the war. He died during the Battle of Haldi Ghati. Now we are changing books in such a way, we are mentioning that he won the war. He's won the hearts of all Indians and we salute this brave Rajput king. So changing this history will change the knowledge and the levels of intelligence of every child who will start and get into the education system now. Next point which I would love to touch is political parties start blaming each other. And in the process, they change what the next generation learns. We have started having mentions that partition was the creation of Congress. Why do we blame Congress party? Let us start analyzing the facts here. What was the date India got independent?
15th August 1947.
Lovely. And on this 15th August 1947, what happened was just the British Empire forces exiting from the country and the Indian leadership taking over the country. I would like to get your attention to the fact of the current telecom system. Today, India is so very developed. Our telecom is so fantastic. There are small announcements by television will reach every nook and corner of this country. But our popular leader, the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, when he was trying to fight the British, we did not have a telecom system like this. Indians did not have access to any network by which we could have accessed the length and the breadth of this country and make an announcement happen within a few seconds, minutes, or even a couple of hours. But still, when the father of our nation said, Band, the entire nation was banned the next day. That showed the popularity of the man, that showed the confidence of all we Indians into Mahatma Gandhi, and we were willing to follow every step. When this gentleman gets an alternative from the rulers of the nation then, the British Crown, that if you need independence, it's a two-nation theory, which is a fact. I do not want to debate who did it, but I know one thing for sure. The British Parliament will authenticate the fact that the British government then gave an option to the Indian leaders that if you need independence, it's a two-nation theory. We all needed independence. And if the leaders then accepted independence at the cost of two nations, Was it a crime? No. He gave us independence, which we are enjoying today. So let us stop blaming and let us start facing the facts that the decisions were taken then. And I would give a funny example. I know it's funny, I know it's a little out of the box, but the fact remains is, now my son, he's in grade 1. I decide for him a career which may be in science, or you would like to become what when you grow up?
IT engineer.
IT engineer? Cool. But if I say no, he is fit to be an aeronautical engineer, because I see his skills and I have a vision which is better than him because he's just in grade 1. I make him an aeronautical engineer. After he becomes aeronautical engineer and he's into his career, he suddenly says, I could have been a great athlete. I would have had a great career. It was all the mistake of my father. This is exactly how the current leaders are approaching. They were not even major. They were minors when the decision of two nations was taken. How can they now judge their fathers who gave them independence? Well, out of the box, funny, but example is right. The next point I would like to take is about rewriting the history. By changing the education pattern and NCERT things, we are trying to rewrite the history. Now, I will ask you a few questions and I want very honest answers.
Yes.
Where is the Parliament House in India?
New Delhi.
Lovely. How many houses?
2.
Perfect. Where is PMO?
New Delhi.
What is PMO?
Prime Minister's Office.
Now, this thing which is in Delhi was formed when India was independent and was formed at a cost of 83 lakhs then. I know 83 lakhs then was very big amount, but today what we need is, out of the 135 crore Indian population, I know my figures may not be right, but at least about 40-50 crores live in either rented house or do not have a roof over their heads. Instead of providing big funding for their housing, what we do? We spend 13,000 crore for Central Vista, new parliament building, new this and new that. We already had one. It was not even crumbling. The architecture, the structure was strong, the foundation was fine. What was the need? The need here is self-importance. So that 20 years from now, when somebody says, who made the parliament building? And the generation when it grows, they said, Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. You're rewriting history for no use. We Indians deserved the 13,000 crores for our development, which did not come to us. Last but not the least, there is always a mention that what did the previous governments do and what we are doing. Now, this message comes via Mann Ki Baat. There's a program which Prime Minister uses to send his message to every Indian.
Yes.
You know, it is sent by AIR. What is the full form of AIR?
All India Radio.
Superb. He knows it. And AIR was not done after 2014. It was there right from the first few governments which Congress gave. There are more. You know what is IIT?
Indian Institute of Technology.
IIM.
Indian Institute of Management.
These are among the topmost educational institutions in the world. And they have not been done by the current government. They were done by Congress. Now, if we keep asking questions, what they did, what we are doing, then I think we are just trying to have a false information aura created around us. And that too using the infrastructure which the Congress did. How would, sir, your Mann Ki Baat reach me if the previous governments did not create All India Radio? So all in all, I would say it is time that people take responsibility. Our government, our people in charge of power, our people in charge of authority, take the responsibility, do something concrete and say this is what we have done, instead of just telling it wasn't done in the past. No, let's talk about present. Present is a gift given by time to us. That's why we call it present. And keep this present for future. Future is what we are working for. With this note, I would like to wind up this show. Me, Kashyap Parekh, and
I am Laksh Kashyap Parekh.
Winding up this show and promising you to come up with another lovely topic in this father-son duo on Bharat 24/7.